Hello, everybody. Welcome to The Premise. The premise is something. I don't know yet. You want to start? Do you want me to
Damn, bro,
start?
that's
What are you
some
thinking?
quality script writing.
Oh no, I cold open.
Cold open. I'm
Yeah,
gonna make
cold
it.
open.
Let's go with a hot open. The premise.
You want a hot open? All right, let's do
Yeah.
it.
Well, yeah, we're just gonna do a premise.
All right. Do you want to start? Or do you want me to start?
Yeah, let me do a
We're just gonna
premise.
do a premise.
Yeah, we're just gonna do a premise. Doesn't matter what a premise is. The premise is self-evident. The premise
No,
does not insist upon itself.
the premise does not insist upon itself. It's just the premise.
All right, I'm really vibing with Chuck Derogatory.
Oh, Chuck derogatory.
I'm loving
All
Chuck
right.
Derogatory. I'd love to hear what that means.
So, Chuck derogatory is actually story time. So, there's this guy named Chuck. He works at the Grand Hotel up in Gillington. And this guy, let me tell you, he sucks. He's terrible. That's why his name is derogatory. He's Chuck is see, you'll walk in, you'll go to sign out the keys and just go to do your job, and Chuck will just start talking to you. And he won't stop talking to you even though you've walked all the way down the stairs.
Don't draw attention to it, and that's not happening.
We'll cut it out.
Caesar, please cut that dab out in post.
Oh, Chuck, I forgot you have a green screen.
It's not gonna work. Look at how
No, it's not gonna
wrinkly
work.
this bastard is. I
Well,
got this
you'll be-
fresh
well,
out the
it'll-
bag.
No, it'll be perfect. We'll put the White House on it. It'll be perfect.
I'll figure out how to do an overlay before we're done with this.
Fair enough. Anyway, so Chuck is he's the door greeter, and we have a lot of theories about him. I'll let you pick which one you like the most, but he'll just keep talking to you. Like there's like 30 stairs to get to the bottom, and he will continue trying to talk to you from the top of the stairs. He's a menace. But we're pretty sure. This is my theory. I'm gonna give you my buddy's theory. My theory is so we know that he used to be like a doctor of massaging, but now he just works at like a receptionist for a hotel. So there's got to be something there.
Well, yeah, no, you don't just
You don't
abandon
just
your
do that.
doctorate.
And he's
He has
old.
a doctorate in massage.
I don't know if he has a doctorate, but he's got some kind of degree. Like he's clearly like a certified person.
You gotta rub a lot of backs to get paperwork involved, so that's pretty
Yeah.
that's pretty serious.
And my theory, because we know that he's like he makes a lot of gross comments towards like kids. He's a gross guy. Yeah, that's why he only works overnights. He doesn't work during the day.
Okay, so disgraced massage therapist,
That's what I'm thinking.
possibly a pedophile.
Yeah.
So here's my thing, right? You didn't need to add any information to this story for me to hate him if he just talks to you a lot from point A to point B. That's enough for my patience to already be done.
Right? And it's not like one day, because he's there
It's
every
never
day.
one day with these motherfuckers. If somebody is at work with you and they have begun talking with you and you are walking away from them and they continue the conversation, inferior.
It's because, well, yeah, honestly.
I'm
But
not.
it's because he knows that we have to be there at a specific time. We have to be there twice a night, and he knows that.
Oh, yeah, no, he knows that he can waste your time.
waiting. He'll even let you come in, sign out the keys, and then he'll be waiting for you when you come up.
Great.
Just so it's like, hey man, what are you doing? Oh, yeah, but that's Chuck derogatory. My personal theory is that he's a disgraced masseuse. My coworker's theory is he just sucks so much that this is the only way he gets personal time with people. The only way he can make friends.
Well, I would definitely agree with that. Consider, like, that's like the thing with, like, old people at service work. It's that, like, they know that you have to be there and be nice to them, and that's the only social interaction they're getting. And like if you just use that as your social interaction, no hatred, but at the same time, if you're like, I know that I can get an uncomfortable interaction out of this person, and I'm going to do it.
Yeah, well, see, I don't think he wants it to be uncomfortable. He truly, like, just wants to talk to people. He just...
Just lonely, dude.
Yeah, he's so lonely. He's terrible.
I don't want to sound like a dick, but do you think being a masseuse is one of those jobs where you're like, you already are kind of a freak?
You're already kind of weird being a masseuse, honestly? Yeah. You are just kind of weird being a masseuse.
It's like a podiatrist, you know? It's like someone's got to do it, but if you wake up and you're like, feet, brother.
That's what me. Yeah.
What wakes me up in the morning is the thought of a healthy foot. I think you're already a little bit bent.
Yeah, you're a little weird. A little weird.
I mean, frankly, to get into medicine, you got to be at least a little bit weird. Like you're the type of person that can study for like hours on end. Like you already got to be a dork a little bit.
That's your thing. You just know things.
It's like being into computers. It's why none of them are normal. If you spend hours a day coding, just no interaction with another person, you are going to at some point develop a weird personality that is off-putting.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll just be weird. I mean, everybody, when you do one thing for long enough, everybody gets weird.
No, that's exactly what I mean. Like, if you even are a person that's generally normal, say that you have to do a project for like 4 days straight, and you're not leaving the house, you're not talking to anybody, and you're just doing this thing for days. By the time you get to the grocery store on Friday, you're going to be a little fucked in the head.
Yeah, you're just going to be weird.
It's just going to be a little weird.
All right, well, that's Chuck derogatory.
Are we okay?
I mean, that's
the first premise.
Else for Chuck. Yeah, I mean, that's premise one. That's Chuck derogatory.
That's Chuck derogatory. All right.
Or sorry, it's Chuck derogatory.
Yeah, it's in parentheses.
Yeah, in parentheses, Chuck derogatory. All right. Then I'll pick mine. Can I insure anything? And
oh yeah, I've been looking forward to this one.
If I insure my balls, can I collect money when they no longer function? Why did... Oh, there's more. We'll just start with that. We'll start with that.
Okay, yeah. So I guess I'll go into like my mindset asking this question.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey has her legs insured.
Mariah Carey has her legs insured.
Yeah, she's
just her legs.
Yeah, well, I mean probably other things too, but I know at the very least she has her legs insured.
Okay.
She's a performer. Like, her income comes from her ability to go and perform a show. It makes sense to me that she would be able to insure her legs. And now, it's like not, like, messing around insurance either. We're talking about, like, big, expensive insurance.
Well, yeah. I mean, she's got big, expensive money.
Yeah. Big, expensive legs.
Then I think... I mean, yeah, I definitely think you can insure your balls.
Like, why shouldn't I be able to? Like, if I
think Johnny Sins would, right?
Well, yeah, that's a career asset as well. I think there's an even better argument if you're an adult entertainer, for sure.
There's
Absolutely.
no way that he's not.
I bet he does have penis insurance, at the very least.
I think he has penis insurance.
He's penis insured.
Like, what if it stops working,
Yeah, that would be the end of his career. I think it would make sense. It's like life insurance, Like, your main provider dies.
Like, he probably doesn't
need a backup.
It probably covers up to transplants, but, like, past a transplant, what work are you really going to do to save it?
I think it would just pay you out.
You think so? It just pays you out? Well, then what...
Well, I guess. Look, life insurance, the basis is your main provider dies, you have income to reestablish yourself. If your main provider is your schmeat, why shouldn't I be able to get a payout? At least him. I would take not getting a payout if it meant that people who needed it got one.
Yeah.
I just want to know if I can insure balls, not that I need to necessarily.
I mean, I think you can. You probably can.
That's wonderful. All right. That's the end. That's all I got for that. Unless you got questions.
How big of a policy would you take out on your balls, trademarked?
Well, I think like bringing up like somebody who might need the insurance more is a good idea because I don't need insurance necessarily. Like, maybe enough insurance to cover, like, a fertility treatment.
That's good. That's good. So, you're thinking 50 bands probably?
Yeah, good 50 maybe 100K,
Maybe 100, just for, freeze some, in case it doesn't work, you can get some fertility treatments. It's good. It's good.
Yeah,
good.
the policy would cover, like, a freezer, like a mini fridge with a little bit of something in it,
Okay.
That's not unreasonable, I don't think.
No, I don't think it's unreasonable at all.
Yeah.
All right, we need to have funny juice. We are a comedy podcast with zero funny at the moment. Besides, the joke is balls.
Yeah, that was the main joke. I think that was a winner though.
Yeah, you think it was a winner?
I think Nutsack was a good winner for a first open here.
All right, what do you got for me? Pick one.
Oh shit! Yeah, I need to pick a premise.
I've got a great one after this.
Premise number three. Premise number three.
Premise 3.
So you mentioned us being a comedy podcast.
Yeah.
I really love I'm not picking this as a premise until we think I need more time to think about this to make it funny.
We have a couple in-depth ones.
Well, no, this one isn't in-depth at all. It's geopolitics but funny.
Oh, geopolitics but funny. Whoa.
Yeah, just, solve that little riddle. I'm not, that's not me picking that one. I'm not.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, there's some things that have happened. Oh, there's a great one. I've got one right now for that.
Let's, give me a minute. I'm not picking that one. I am controlling the premise right now.
On the podcast.
Favorite esoteric threat?
Favorite esoteric threat?
That's one that you wrote.
Yeah. I didn't write one next to it. So, well, I mean, a classic, I think, that is esoteric is I'm gonna shit yourself. I'm gonna shit yourself.
Oh, I had a way different understanding of this question. Now I have to think about it.
No, that wasn't what I was gonna say. My first, thought off rip was, I'm gonna turn you inside out.
Oh, shit, that's crazy.
Or I'm gonna introduce you to the Mind Flayer.
So I need to threaten you in a way that's esoteric.
I mean, yeah. What else do you think? Or is it your favorite threat? That's yeah. So noisy.
Oh, that was a dog.
Yeah, that was Nebs.
I thought you were having a health crisis.
No, yeah, no. My stomach is just kind of imploding. Actually,
yeah,
it does that from time to time.
I got IBS. I get it. You're real for that.
Favorite I don't know.
I'm sending you to the Shadow Realm.
That's good. If you want ideas that are threats, actually, oh, never mind. That's not a funny answer.
I'm gonna make you 2 inches taller.
You're gonna make me 2 inches. That is it. That's a good one, actually. That's a good esoteric threat.
Oh yeah. Wait, no, yeah. Saying something has changed, as a magic trick. Saying that something has changed about someone else's body.
Yeah, just oh, you're different now. Look at your middle finger, and it's just twice as long.
Even if it's not twice as long, doing that in a fight and just enough of a way to inspire them to be what the fuck? You're a half-inch wider now.
Your house is actually bigger on the inside now. But only by 1/12 of an inch. No, just 1/12 of an inch.
They drop their gun and run home with a tape measure. You would.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know unless you measured it. But now it's different. Actually, I put a new hallway in your baby's bedroom. Terrifying. I have access to that.
That's a really good one.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, there's just a hallway between your bedroom and their bedroom now. In your brain, that's great. But I just did it.
Yeah, you're in a fight with somebody that you think is a completely normal person, and in the middle of it, they're just I have cameras in your house!
I have cameras in your house. What? Yeah, I can put them in right now.
I put them in weeks ago. I've been in your home.
Yeah, I've been in your house. What? Yeah, I love that painting you have.
Yes. Oh, this dude that I've smoked weed with twice is gonna kill me. That's now where your head's at.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, I just had one. Oh, I just had it. Oh, I remember. Alright. I need to know. What's the deal with Stuart Little?
What's the deal with Stuart Little?
What's up with that? You didn't phrase it as a question. You just assumed that I hate Stuart Little as much as you hate Stuart Little.
Can you read my exact phrasing on that one? Refresh me.
Yeah. So you hate Stuart Little as badly as I do. No question mark.
Yeah, it's not a question. It better not have to be.
Why do you hate Stuart Little?
Fuck that little rat.
What do you mean, fuck that little rat?
Fuck that little
First
rat.
of all, he's a mouse.
I don't give a shit.
What about when he drives the little ambulance?
That's fucked up.
What do you mean?
He's not a first responder, bro, just because his, like, older brother bought a toy.
He's not a first responder because his brother... That's right. Let the little mouse dream.
No.
What is your issue with him?
I'd kill him, bro. I would fucking kill Stuart Little.
I'd kill Stuart Little?
I would have walked into that orphanage and gone, ew, and fucking down on it.
He's an orphan mouse.
And more mice should be orphans. How about
Why?
that? Put that on for size.
Do you have a problem with mice?
I don't like them.
I don't like them. That's just your answer? I don't like them.
I don't like them.
So you don't like Stuart Little? You'd hate him? Here's
the
you
thing,
can't
right?
say hate without having a definitive, like, reason to hate
Can't
Stuart
say
Little.
hate. Can't say hate's crazy.
You have to hate, you have to loathe him entirely if you hate Stuart
Yeah, word.
Little. Word.
Match me where I'm at, brother. I hate Stuart Little. I'll say it.
Alright, you hate Stuart Little.
I fucking hate Stuart
What's
Little.
there to hate? He's got little shoes, he wears little clothes, he's an upstanding gentleman.
You're listing reasons that I despise him. He's not
saving
even a
the
mouse,
marriage?
bro. He's not even a mouse. That's true. You say I don't hate, but I'm familiar with the canon enough to hate him properly.
How is he not a mouse?
He is a mouse-sized boy.
He's a mouse-sized boy?
He
no,
looks
he has
like a
he
mouse.
has a mouse head.
Sorry, bub. He's not a mouse.
What do you mean he's a mouse-sized boy?
Bro, check the
Is that what
Stuart
it
Little
says?
Fanpedia right now.
I don't...
Check the Stuart Little wiki.
Why do I need to do that? You want me to pull up the Stuart Little wiki?
Pull up the Stuart Little... Stuart Little.
Stuart Little.
Pull up the Stuart Little wiki right now, bro. And if you think he's not a mouse, I want you to fucking say it with your chest. I hate Stuart Little.
Stuart Little, that's the film. I need...
I'll pull it up right now. I'll pull it up on the second monitor. I don't even give a shit.
That's what I'm doing. Where does it say he's a mouse-sized boy?
It's so degrading having to look up Stuart Little real mouse live.
Live on the pod, I tell you. I just don't think there's enough reason for you to hate Stuart Little.
A white mouse named Stuart is born to an ordinary family in New York City. He is normal in every way, except for that he is just over 2 inches tall and looks exactly like a mouse.
And he looks exactly like a mouse.
Yeah, but he was born of 2 human parents, brother. He's one of
How
us.
did they make a mouse?
Probably something godless happening.
Probably something godless happening.
So yeah, so
No,
he's not a
no.
mouse.
Stuart
He's a
Little-
little lying
Oh,
rat.
come on. No. Look at this. Stuart Little is a mouse.
Nah.
He is a mouse born to human parents. Well, that doesn't...
See what I mean, dude? He's not a mouse. He's
But he is a
biologically
mouse.
a man.
He's not biologically a man. He's a mouse.
He's 2 inches tall and looks like a mouse.
Yeah, so he's a mouse.
No.
If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, I think it's a duck.
He's a human with a human mind. Just because he's anatomically a mouse doesn't mean that he was not born of 2 humans.
Alright, I think we've been on the mouse bit for a little too long.
I don't fucking think so, man. I think you're still giving me way too much backlash about this.
I think I'm giving you the correct amount of backlash. You're mad at a fictional mouse.
Okay.
Okay. Is it a crime?
Yeah, you want me to feel shame over this, bro? I
do
don't.
want you to feel shame over this.
I'll never be ashamed of this. I hate that fucking mouse. And when we are paving the roads of hell next to each other, I'll look over at him and I'll go, "You disgust me, you little rat."
You're gonna tell him you disgust me. Alright. Alright.
Alright, new premise.
New premise. What do you got for me?
Alright, fine. Since you wanted to give me hate for thinking that a rat is worth hating, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever considered the Cheez-It wheel from the ads to be sexy? Trick question, of course you have. So you did the same thing to me, but it incriminated me for wanting to fuck the Cheez-It wheel.
Am I wrong?
Brother, I don't need to tell you whether or not you're wrong. This is the exact same thing we just got through being mad at me about. And now you want to tell me this is on your list?
It's not the same. They make those cheese wheels too sexy in the ads.
I mean, I think they make Stuart Little very hateable in the movies and the books, everything, all the source material for Stuart Little leads me to hate him. If you want to fuck that cheese wheel, and you're going to implicate me in the same way that I implicated you in my hatred for Stuart Little, I will not stand for the word of a hypocrite. If you want to fuck that cheese wheel, you do it from the same position that I kill Stuart Little.
Yeah. But have you?
Killed Stuart Little?
No. I thought about the cheese wheels.
No, I haven't. I haven't thought about fucking... Look, okay, so it's the Cheez-It cheese wheel?
Yeah. No, like even in the videos, they've got... No, you can look it up. I don't need to look it up. I know what they look like. I know what they look like.
You don't have to look it up, you freak.
The mozzarella cheese wheel is from Paris, and she wears a beret and has lipstick and stockings on her legs.
Brother, I'm trying to come to you in an understanding way.
You're not understanding? I need you to understand. I don't know if they still do the Cheez-It wheel thing.
They still got wheels. I don't know if they're as sexy as the ones you were talking about, but... Because I'm not going to look up sexy Cheez-It wheel, because I know someone out there does agree with you, but I don't want to see somebody who has, imagined that harder than you.
There's official, video ads and commercials and stuff with the cheese wheels. They have voices. They make the voices.
Brother, this is the internet. I'm not worried about the official media I'm going to see.
I'm talking about the official media.
I'm not looking up sexy Cheez-It to gratify you right now. If I can't find it on my own, I guess you're just going to have to... You're just going to have to do this by yourself.
Fine. I'll look up sexy cheese wheel.
I'm not seeing any sexy cheese wheel. The amount of time we're going to have to cut out because we're looking for this fucking cheese wheel is beyond me.
Alright, that doesn't help. That doesn't help at all. Alright. It's taking a minute. I guess I just won't worry about it. You don't remember the commercials from back in the day? The Cheez-It commercials?
No, dude, I never internalized wanting to fuck the Cheez-It wheel. I think that's why you remember it. Because you had a formative memory occur when you saw that cheese wheel.
They made him that's not the right word. They made him sexy and you know it. I'll die on the Cheez-It wheel. The hill of cheese.
I'll die in that hill of cheese.
I'll die in that hill of cheese.
That's gross. That's gross.
Actually, what would you actually do for a Klondike bar? Realistically, there's a man on the street. He's got a cooler with ice and Klondike bars. Any flavor, even. Not even a regular one. They can have the Heath one. They can have, all the flavors. What would you do for a Klondike bar?
So, I guess the reason I asked this is because I don't even, fuck with Klondike bars like that.
Yeah, but they're kind of good.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're kind of good. What would you do for a Klondike bar? I don't think that, I would do something that took more than, 40 seconds to earn a Klondike bar.
What if he was like, alright, fight this homeless guy for a Klondike bar?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Might take more than 40 seconds.
Oh, I forgot about the Klondike bar thing. I don't know if I would do it for a Klondike bar.
You see? Well, you would just do it. Why not get a reward out of it? Or is the motivation of a Klondike bar too much and the homeless guy gets too much of an advantage?
Oh, is it whoever wins gets a Klondike bar?
Yeah. You don't just get one for fighting. You're in a scrap.
Oh, I thought it was like a kind of like a participation trophy.
No, you have to do it.
I don't get anything but a Klondike bar for fighting a homeless man. And I have to win.
And you could be an official Klondike ad about you fighting them.
If oh, dude, that would actually kind of hit. I think if they could get away with that.
I'd do it. I'll be honest. I think
Klondike, you can have that one on us.
Like
I'd ad of me fighting a homeless man for a Klondike bar.
I'd feel bad for taking food from a homeless guy.
Yeah, but if you like the alternative to like, in order to feed him, he's gonna have to beat your ass.
Yeah, but being in the ad would probably help him a lot. But I still want it, so I'm a little hungry. I'm a little peckish.
But that means I'm exchanging the advertising payout to the homeless man in exchange for a Klondike bar, which means that Klondike bar now needs to be worth like $50K for me.
What if you're a little hungry?
If you're a little hungry?
Yeah, what if you're
just you're peckish enough for a Klondike bar?
And it's a really hot day out. This is like peak Klondike bar. Whatever flavor you want, it's peak Klondike bar. And you're just like, a little hungry.
You're just
one
a little
Klondike
hungry.
bar's worth of hungry.
It's pretty warm out, but that also means that I'm like having the heat factor in the homeless man fight.
Yeah, but like Klondike bar and you're a little hungry. I kind of want to scrap the ad. What if you're just like a little hungry and it's hot outside? What would you do for a Klondike bar right there on the road?
And like $2 is not an option at this point. I can't give him more than the value of a Klondike bar for a Klondike bar.
No. You have to do something. This is not a Klondike salesman. He's just a guy.
So I'm also homeless.
No.
Not completely unreal. No, because otherwise I would have another way to procure food other than fighting a homeless man. So I'm thinking I have no other way to get food.
The nearest food is a mile away. Like, you could definitely go get it. Like, that's not that far. But, like, you have to walk a mile. Or, you could beat up this homeless guy and get the Klondike bar.
So, it would take me 15 minutes to walk.
Oh, yeah.
More food.
Yeah, it's about 15 minutes, probably. That's a decent pace. If you hoof it, you can probably make it, like, in 10 if you're just walking. No, not 10. 12.
Yeah, I'm not doing it for a Klondike. Are you saying...
You really wouldn't? I'd do it,
You
man.
really wouldn't?
I think I would, man.
Okay, so here's the hypothetical for you. That guy's offering you a Klondike bar in this exact situation, and I'm offering you a Klondike bar in 15 minutes if you don't fight the homeless man. Are you still fighting him? I'll buy you one. It's on me.
Yeah, but then I can say I fought a homeless guy for a Klondike bar. Yeah, like this right now I would cut, probably.
Yeah, we're going to cut this part. We're going to cut when we were looking for the fucking cheese wheel. Like,
we're not cutting... I'm not cutting the cheese wheel.
I'm not...
When we were looking
Bro,
for
I'm not cutting a second of the cheese wheel edit. Oh, favorite CIA conspiracy that totally isn't true at all.
Oh, I know. Do you want me to wait for you to have one, or do you want me to just go?
Oh, I got one right away.
Oh, okay. Do you want to go first? You picked
Sure.
it, so I think...
my favorite one that I don't actually think is true is the spy cat.
What do you mean?
Do you know about the spy cat before I, like...
Yeah, I know about...
Yeah.
I know about Acoustic Kitty.
Yeah, I think that it didn't even work as well. Like, they were openly like it didn't fucking work. I think that it, like, didn't work at all.
I was thinking about the same exact one.
Let's go.
No. The thing about Acoustic Kitty is, no, I don't think there's any cats. I think they made the one and it didn't work. But you know what I do think they have? Is dogs. I think they have acoustic dogs. Because not once in the report did they say anything about a dog. But in the report they say, cats are too hard to train. Like, clearly. Like, do you genuinely think they are that dumb to have never thought of just using a dog?
Oh, they probably got, like, acoustic whatever, but, like, I think they did one cat, and the cat gave them, like, some sort of infection while they were trying to do something to it, and they were like, fuck this, dude. Fuck this cat. I hate cats. I like cats. I'm not even trying to be, like, an asshole.
I've got this Acoustic Kitty. She's made of wires. Yeah, that's exactly the conspiracy I was gonna think about.
Damn.
I think they have dogs. I think they have dogs.
Dogs, dolphins, like I don't fucking care. Like there's a good argument for almost any animal other than a cat. Cats are worthless as recon operatives.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really. I mean, there's just ones that I know that I probably think are true. You know, how many conspiracies should we really get into in the first ep?
Yeah, we gotta space that out a little bit probably. Well, I feel bad for taking yours now, but I completely agree. I don't think that at any point you could get a cat to, especially with a radio up its ass. What are we talking about?
What? Oh yeah, no, they put it in its chest, I think.
Yeah, I mean like functionally with a radio crammed in it. I think they were working on cats right around the same time they were working on birds, and they were like, shit, just make birds drones, and then we don't need the cats.
Yeah, they should just make them all birds. You know, they had that government Twitter account that said birds are real.
Oh, can I do like an off-the-cuff one here?
Yeah, sure.
So when we say birds aren't real, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean that birds were at some point real?
Well, yeah, you know, dinosaurs and whatnot.
But that's the thing. If birds aren't real, does that mean they were all killed off and have all been replaced by drones? Or have drones infiltrated birds and there's like still regular birds around? Or were there never birds and it's a psyop?
What if they have bioorganic birds? So the birds turn, like, you know, the more they reproduce, the more cybernetic they become.
Have you noticed birds getting more cybernetic year to year?
You know, it's a feeling, you know.
The vibe I've been getting from them.
Yeah, it's just a vibe I'm getting from some birds.
I'm getting a really cybernetic vibe from this bird.
I think it is. You know,
this bird's feeling a bit.
Yeah, I named it
cybery.
Jimothy. If you say the secret code words, they activate and try to kill you.
Yeah, I've been trying to scream those in public a lot.
Try to scream those in public. All right. I guess we'll do the next one. I've got the next one ready. It's,
yeah,
you know,
go for it.
You wrote a banger. Do you think we could have subverted historical fascism, through the popularization of silicone? Or, if Hitler had a fleshlight, could we have stopped World War II? Thoughts?
Yeah.
It's your question.
It's kind of hard to say where I was going with this.
I mean, do you think it would have changed him as a person enough to... Well, actually, if he alone had one, yeah, I think it would have changed something.
Oh yeah, he's like the only one.
Yeah.
At some point, his scientists were like, let's chill him out.
We'll just send it back in time. I love it.
Well, so my thought was like, I feel like a lot of maybe what was wrong with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Outside of like his ideology and the things he did, just from a behavioral standpoint. He was like a super pent up dude. Like every bit of footage of him is him like tweaking on meth, like beating his fucking feet on the ground and like chattering about. Like he was definitely like a super like uptight person that was high on meth a lot, often. So you give him
You think
like
that would like? You think that would do it?
Well, here's the thing, right? Like he gets rejected from art school. He's got like horrifying shell shock from the First World War. Maybe if he had,
it?
I think maybe if you just given him a little bit of an outlet.
I think if we're being realistic, it really would change something. Easy access like that?
I think people have gotten like more chill over time, and I'm not saying cause and effect relationship to the availability of silicone, but like I am saying that I think maybe
it does something.
It could have done something. Give him something other than meth, you know? I would rather a bro be Hitler not being a bro, by the way. I just mean in like a general basis.
Yeah.
I would rather them have like a fleshlight than a meth pipe.
Okay.
I don't know if that's controversial, but like I think that smoking meth is pretty bad for you.
Yeah. What do you think he would give one to all of his soldiers?
I don't think we would have gotten to soldiers. I think we could have subverted like a lot of angst.
Yeah. You just think he would have been a different figure? Do you think he still would have been in the Chancellor?
No, I don't think we would even be there. I think he would just have like. Well, think about this, right? I think there's a lot of bitterness there. Not to be like an art student about this, but a lot of the artists that the Nazi regime persecuted during the Second World War were abstract movements. It was like the birth of the abstract expressionist movement came out of German Jews fleeing Germany and coming to America and opening art schools. He was like a realist painter that just wasn't great at it, and I think there's a certain bitterness that he's like, oh, these fucking like fruity painters that are making squares on a canvas think that they're better than my kind of shitty paintings of a dog.
Yeah.
There was definitely something, I think, personal going on for him, because otherwise, like, America has used abstract art as a tool for, like, capitalistic fascism super successfully. There's no reason for Hitler to hate abstract art other than him being a bitter artist about it. So, if he had just not smoked a bunch of meth and developed modern fascism, he probably could have chilled out and like moved to a like prettier country and
painted like Austria. You just went to Austria, stayed there.
Yeah, just move out of the city, get your head out of the game, and just lay back.
Maybe. Yeah, no, it'd probably help. Probably help him all.
No, instead he did a fascism about it, but he
did do a fascism.
Could have just chilled out after art school. That's my main thing, is that maybe I think he probably would have still been a hateful person. I think that was probably present in him. But like maybe he wouldn't have been inspired to like lead the most like horrific occurrence of like fascist power consolidation to date. I think he would have just maybe he could have just been like a racist painter. I've met a couple of them. Like they're not powerful.
They're not powerful. They're kind of just regular people.
No, yeah, they like you run into them and they kind of suck, but like it's not. You know, maybe if I like shit, maybe I live in the bubble, and if I knew a painter who was also like a state legislator and a fascist, these things would feel a little more like close to home.
I mean, yeah, but maybe if it was us in that situation, you never know. You really never know.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe you just got to nip that in the bud. Maybe it's not.
All right, well, that's a good topic. What you got?
Banana conspiracy?
Oh, yeah, banana republics. And did the CIA knowingly prop up, like, Chiquita Banana and knowingly enforce their rule? Because I'm pretty sure yeah is the answer.
Oh, so
You know, back
yeah,
in Panama, they Chiquita Banana, they bought up like 80% of the country. No, not 80. I think it was like 25 or 50% of the country. Probably 25. But they bought up a large percentage of the country, and then they also paid for all of the roads and telephone lines and cars. They paid for everything. So they kind of just owned the country. And the CIA at one point came in to overthrow one of the presidents that got elected because Chiquita Banana called the president when I think they're being communist here.
yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
My thought is that it's a resounding yes, and like I would say that it's not even like a conspiracy.
Yeah.
I think they've been open enough about what they did in South America at this point that saying that they performed a coup it isn't like a bold assumption, you know? Like,
yeah.
If they were involved and a coup happened and American business interests were like the issue involved, 100% they would have done a coup.
Yeah. I think they did. Do you think they're still doing it?
Wasn't there at some point, like during the establishment of these republics, like Marines on the ground, like from America?
Probably.
Because like at a certain point, it's not even like, what if they did that?
I think they're probably still doing it. I think they're still doing it for the pineapples in the Marshall Islands.
Oh yeah, like I mean, a lot of our food chain is reliant on like
imperialism.
Yeah.
It's the only place to get exotic fruits, man. I need them.
Yeah, like global child slave labor is like the backbone of like the Western food economy.
Yeah.
Especially like things like bananas and like quinoa and agave, like something that we treat as a cash crop, are like the staples of the diets of the people who harvest the food because it grows there.
Yeah. That's a crazy one. That one's better. Okay, is it weirder to wipe and leave without washing your hands, or weirder to wash your hands but not wipe?
Okay, so yeah, I've heard both of these things happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I have conflicting feelings about which person I hate more. Because like not washing your hands after you've like, you know, if you take a big shit, don't wipe and don't wash your hands, I have more respect for you than somebody who wipes their ass and then doesn't wash their hands.
Well, see, here's the thing. Washing your hands is definitely for you. You should definitely always do it. But it's also for other people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like if you shit and wipe your ass, you need to wash your hands, brother.
Yeah.
If you just reek of shit all day, that's mostly a you problem, but still get out of the store.
Yeah, it's like mostly a you problem. Like 90% you. That's gross. But like your hands are still clean, technically.
Well, yeah, so my thing is, if you blast a shit, stand up,
yeah,
and then go and wash your hands.
So,
like
what's the situation though? Like, is it like, you know, you can have. Sometimes it's fine. You eat enough fiber, you're good.
No, bro, I'm not talking about like let me do one to check. I'm talking. Dude in the stall next to me hops on the toilet, blasts fucking ass.
Okay.
Not like a thunk in the toilet. Oh shit, it's all clean. Let's go. I'm talking toilet next to me. Fireworks going off in this dude's butthole. And he stands up and then goes and washes his hands.
God, that's crazy. And you're certain he didn't wipe.
I'm fucking 100% positive that the second shit stopped coming out of his ass, he walked to the sink.
That's crazy, man.
I don't know what to think about it.
I think that's gross, mostly.
Well, yeah, because obviously whatever's going on in his trousers is, like, beyond repair. There's nothing that's ever going to fix that.
Yeah, no. Maybe it was just already like that. Maybe he had already, maybe that wasn't the first time he had to deal with that, and he couldn't make it to a bathroom in time before.
No, but you're compensating for time in the wrong direction. He would have already taken a shit at that point.
No. I'm saying maybe maybe there was more. Maybe he was really sick.
So he already shit himself, so he's like, might as well not wipe.
Yeah. That's a sound argument. That is like a reasonable...
Would you do that? You shit yourself once. You, instead of going home, went to Walmart.
No. You're like it happens in Walmart, I assume.
So he shit himself on the way to the bathroom, got to the bathroom, finished shitting. You still have time to at least wipe.
No, I'd probably wipe and buy new pants. You're at Walmart.
That'd be a good solution. I don't think that's what this dude did.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think these hypotheticals are defending a clearly insane criminal.
Yeah, I mean, clearly a menace to society.
Because, I mean, honestly, he has the right idea. He washed his hands, but what were you even washing them for if you're not going to wipe your ass?
Maybe you just felt dirty.
Just felt dirty. My hands just feel a little icky right now.
Yeah, my hands feel a little gross.
Maybe germs on my hands.
Maybe he didn't use toilet paper.
Meanwhile.
Maybe he didn't use toilet paper.
What do you mean, maybe he didn't use toilet paper?
Maybe he used his hand.
Oh.
You didn't consider that?
So you think he did, like, the trowel quick flip?
Yeah.
Because it would have had to been quick, man. Or he would have had to already had his hand there, like, the whole time.
That's gross, too.
I'm feeling real upset. I don't like this premise anymore.
I think I'd like to move on. What do you have?
New premise.
New premise.
How many eggs could you eat at once?
How many eggs could I eat at once? Like, okay, hold on. What are we qualifying as once? In one sitting or one mouthful?
I would like to hear both answers.
I think I could probably fit 4 eggs in my mouth.
And, like, be able to, like, handle chewing and swallowing that, or just, like, in general?
Maybe 2.
Because I'm asking this question to rate how fast you're going to be able to eat your max amount of eggs.
At least 2? Well, I don't know, man. I think I could do 4. At least 3, actually. I'll go with 3. 3 minimum.
So, like,
I think I could fit 1 in each cheek and then 1 in my mouth.
I think to successfully eat the number of eggs that I know I can eat,
yeah,
I would need to do 1 egg at a time.
Really? 1 egg at a time?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because I can happily fit 2 deviled eggs into my mouth, right?
Well, that's only half an egg.
Well, that's the thing. 2 deviled eggs is 1 egg.
Yeah.
I think if I did
deviled eggs,
4 would be pushing it. 1.5 wouldn't be, but I think I'm not going to be cutting the eggs in half. I think I'm just going to be going.
Yeah, no, you're just eating them. You're just taking an egg and shoving it in your mouth.
I guess it also matters how much the yolk's cooked.
Oh, it's a boiled egg.
Well, is it like a fully like boiled egg with like a dry yolk, or are we like medium boiling them?
Well, I'm not very good at medium boiling eggs, so.
So if I make them, all right.
It's a pretty dry egg.
Okay, it's gonna be a dry egg for sure. One.
I think I could do at least 2, man.
All right. So what's your max number of hard-boiled eggs?
I've definitely done 2 before. I love eggs. Eggs are great.
I've done 2 at the same time, and I felt like I was gonna die.
Yeah, but you did it.
I did do it, but if I'm gonna eat the full number of eggs that I know I can eat,
I think I could do 3. And I could, it would suck a little bit, but I would just keep doing it.
you gotta think about big numbers though. Like, how many eggs are you gonna eat total if you're eating 3 at a time?
I think 2 dozen at least.
I think after the second batch of 3 eggs at a time, you're gonna want to stab yourself in the hand with a fork.
I love eggs, man. I'll just keep eating them.
So you think you could plow through 24 eggs divided by
Maybe not.
3?
Maybe not 3 at a time, but at least like I'm eating it, man. I'm eating 24 eggs in a sitting.
That's bold.
All this talk about eggs is making me really want like eggs. Like if I could boil some eggs right now, I would go do it.
Can we have a side with it?
You can have a drink.
Soy sauce a drink?
No.
Mustard?
I mean, you could. Are you gonna drink soy sauce?
I could take like a little sip, like
I mean, I
with
guess
the egg in
you
my mouth.
could. You could have soy sauce, but like in my mind, this is just a bowl of eggs in front of you.
If I got a little bit of wets with it, I think I could do
I'm thinking a glass of water with it.
glass of water. You're a fucking beast.
Dude, I love eggs, man. I don't think you love eggs as much as I do.
No, I thought that I liked eggs.
I would eat a considerable amount of eggs.
See, the hard-boiled thing, I'm having a hard time imagining more than 12.
Really?
Yeah, that's
like a big white bowl.
Well, that would be 24 deviled eggs, and even as a deviled egg lover myself, I think that would be a bit extreme.
Deviled eggs would make it infinitely easier for me.
Oh yeah, if it was deviled eggs.
I mean, I don't like deviled eggs, but they're just an easier consistency.
You don't even like deviled eggs?
I don't like mayonnaise.
Don't like mayonnaise?
No. Do you like mayonnaise?
I love mayonnaise. Can I tell you that I have, in the past, used mayonnaise as like a side dip, as though it was ketchup?
That's gross. You dip things in mayonnaise?
I've dipped French fries in mayonnaise like a number of times.
Just mayonnaise.
I've
Not
dipped
mayonnaise,
potato
ketchup.
chips in mayonnaise before.
Jesus. And it's kind of like cream.
When I'm making a grilled cheese,
Mm-hmm.
I use mayonnaise instead of butter on the bread.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Mayonnaise instead of butter, you can't taste it on a grilled cheese. That's fine. Very good. It tastes. It's a grilled cheese.
Yeah, because it's got the egg in it. It gives it like a little like. What do the French call that fucking sandwich?
What sandwich? There's a billion sandwiches.
It's the French one with the ham and the egg dip.
Oh, do you mean like a croque madame?
Yeah, croque monsieur or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm. Same thing. Yeah, I mean technically they're a little different, but like whatever. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't like mayonnaise.
I mean that's fair. I wouldn't judge you for not liking mayonnaise.
If I can't
but
taste
feel
the
like-
mayonnaise, yeah. I mean, I could do a runny or boiled egg, but it'd have to... No, I wouldn't want a runny boiled egg. I'd want it to be like a soft center.
Oh, I love a runny boiled.
Oh, no. I could do that thing where it's kind of like gel-like. That's okay.
Do you not like runny eggs in general? Like if I fried you an egg, you would want it like over hard.
It depends. Do I have something else to eat with it, or is it just the egg?
Piece of sourdough bread.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. But if it's just the egg, the yolk is icky.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan.
I can see that.
But
Man, we got really into eggs for a minute.
I think, yeah, we really did. We just did like 15 minutes of eggs. That's crazy.
really
I love
big.
eggs.
The egg segment last week went crazy.
Eggs. Hey, you know, if people would start talking about, like, how many eggs do you think you could eat? That'd be enough for me.
That would be enough.
It'd be enough for me. Yeah, and, I'd eat a lot of eggs.
I think you could eat more eggs than me for sure.
I really like eggs.
I think
I
maybe
am really hungry right now.
life or death. I think I could get down 36, but I think I would be like puking.
Life or death, I think I'm eating 48 in one sitting, and it hurts a lot.
Yeah. I think we're
Yeah, I
like
think
we get put in a saw trap together.
Yeah, saw
And there's like 100 boiled
dozen
eggs in
eggs.
front of us.
Oh, we have to eat 50 each? I think we could do it, but man, it would suck.
We have to eat 50 each, or whoever eats the most lives.
No, we gotta eat 50 each. There's no way I'm doing it any other way. I'm not eating 60.
No, but you're in like an egg like flow state, and you're just eating them.
Yeah.
And you cross 50, and it's not even on your mind. You're going like you go over, and then a fucking blade comes down and kills me.
Yeah, you would have to count. Well, we would just separate them beforehand.
I think you would. I think in your state of like egg eating panic that you would just
I would
like
just keep
fucking-
eating.
Yeah, you would just mow down into the second stack without even thinking first.
What if it's a true saw trap only one person can survive? So it's a room filled with boiled eggs. They're like a pool. And you just have to get in there and start eating them. Ian,
Okay.
my wonderful co-host, how would you feel if your wife made you mashed potatoes out of Pringles?
Out of Pringles.
Yeah, out of Pringles.
That upset something deeply Irish within
It
me.
upsets you? Oh, because you're Irish. How does it upset you? That seems, that in my mind, those are the perfectly salted mashed potatoes in the world.
I don't even like that. So that would be instant mash, but with like more starch in it.
Yeah? What about it?
Okay, so I don't
Maybe.
even fuck with instant mash.
Okay, so what if you put some cream in it, you put some butter in it, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper?
That's barely gonna save it. Just buy a potato and fucking boil it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but like, you wouldn't even try it? What about the texture? Think about how smooth those potatoes would be.
I would try it. I'm not saying that I would like turn my
Oh, you
nose to
try
it.
it.
You asked me how I feel about it.
Okay, so okay, is it kind of like Stuart Little?
No, it's not like Stuart Little. This is heritage.
This is heritage. It's more important than that.
It's more important than Stuart Little.
Alright, well, I think it's outro time. If we do a hot open, you gotta do an outro.
Hot open, right into an outro.
Yeah,
We did.
I mean,
We had a. Listen, kids.
we have a lot of fun here on the premise.
We learned a lesson here today.
Yeah? With
Yeah.
what? Ian?
No, I didn't fucking say it, tell you.
I didn't say I'd tell you what the lesson is. I've got a lesson for you. Buy Cheez-Its. Look at the cheese wheels.
Yeah, the lesson here today was that the psychosexual connection between a man and a Cheez-It can sometimes be more strong than your
We
deep,
realized.
undivided hatred of Stuart Little. I'd like to thank you for watching the premise and premising with us.
Premising with us. If you got premise suggestions, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Please drop a premise. Just a premise for me.
For us, please. I'm gonna say same time next week ish, maybe. We'll see.
Same crazy time. Same crazy channel.
Yeah.
You feel good about that?
No, I feel really bad about that. Bro. That was
Terrible vibe. How are you feeling about the first episode? Bad vibes all around. Bad fucking vibes.